What is up, guys? It's LogicLookss, and today we are back with another video for you guys. Now in today's video, it is going to be a pretty quick one. It's going to be a pretty simple video, but I'm going to be showing you guys how to basically beat all of these new spotlight challenges. If you guys are having trouble winning some of these games, because I do understand some of them are on Hall of Fame, I'm going to show you guys in today's video how to actually just run through these challenges with no problem, with a couple of tips that, you know, I've learned over the years and basically over this year. But we're going to get right into it, man. I'm excited to show you guys what I do. This will help you blow out teams on Hall of Fame, no matter what your team looks like, bro. I know you guys need 10 players from each, you know, specific team to actually play that last game. So obviously your team isn't going to be looking the best, but regardless, you're still going to be able to win by a lot of points. And I'll show you how. We're going to get into it. Without further ado, man, if you guys are ready for this video, go down below and smack that like button. Let's try to get 150 likes on this video if possible. Hit that subscribe button as well if you are new to the channel. And we're going to get right into it, man. Without further ado, let's get into it. Let's go. Okay, guys, so really quickly before we even get into it, because I know I'm about to get these comments, this method right here, this method I'm going to show you the way I can do it. I usually don't do this because obviously it's not really hard to beat teams on Hall of Fame. Obviously, if some of you guys are struggling, then this is the way to do it. But if you guys are having ease of just beating all of these teams, then there is no need for you to watch this video. I'm not going to waste your time. I'm just going to tell you straight up, if you guys know you could easily beat Hall of Fame every single time by like 20 plus and you're having no scares, no close games, then just hop off the video. It is all good. I don't want to waste your time at all. Just wanted to put that out there. But if you guys, you know, are having close games or even coming close to the opponent, like 5 points, 10 points, whatever, if you're struggling to score and you're pulling your hair out playing these games, well, then this video is for you, because I'm going to show you guys how to basically get big leads against some of these teams. In my opinion, bro, it is very easy to beat them, and I'm gonna show you guys how. Now obviously we're gonna talk about the full 5-game set. So as you guys know, you have to play 5 games to get this pink diamond. Let's just say we're gonna do, you know, this fat lever or whatever his name is. Nobody really wants this card, but whatever. First of all, the first 2 games you should have no problem with. Obviously rookie pro difficulty, very easy. All-star is also pretty easy, but you know, you might be able to apply this method to that game as well. And then superstar and Hall of Fame is really where it gets a little bit more difficult. Now it's not really super difficult, but again, to some people it is a little bit more difficult, to the point where they can't really beat it. Some people might not have opals to carry them. Whatever the case may be, man, this method right here I'm about to show you will help you out a ton. The first step of the method is obviously bronze playbook. Now obviously you need the Nets playbook. You guys saw it in the title. This, you know, this tutorial does involve quick through STS. I know a lot of people hate the play, some people love it. Whatever the case may be, man, you need this play if you're really struggling with the game. I'm going to show you guys how to run it and everything, because some people are still confused on how to actually run the play, and I understand. I guess it is a little bit more difficult to understand, but first thing you absolutely need the bronze Nets playbook. Now it is a little bit expensive. I know it's around 15,000 MT. You guys probably have that sitting around, and honestly, bro, it's not really that big of an investment, because if you think about it, once you invest into this playbook, you can even snap it if you want. Once you invest into it though, you're going to be getting a lot of these, you know, free pink diamonds as a return. So I definitely recommend you guys get this playbook if you are struggling through these challenges. That is step 1. You can even snap it if you want. Put your max bid at whatever and just keep moving it down by 50. Try to snap it for cheaper than 14k, even though 14k isn't too much for what you're actually getting out of this. But first things first, before we even get into the game, you got to get the Nets playbook. Guys, once you get the playbook, that isn't enough. You got to go to your lineup. Now whatever the lineup may be, let's just say you're doing the Bulls like I'm doing currently. You got to go over here and put on the Nets playbook, equip the Nets playbook onto your lineup. You got to make sure you do that, because I mean, without it, you're not really going to be able to run the plays. And then of course, once you have the Nets playbook on, make sure your team is set. Make sure you got enough players for whatever challenge you're on. I believe the third one is like 5 players or whatever the case may be. Just make sure you have enough players from that certain team to actually be able to run the game. And once you're ready with that, man, we got to hop into this game. So guys, this game I'm playing right now, we actually are playing on all-star difficulty, and as you can see, we're actually playing a decent opponent. We got the Lakers with us. I'm going to show you guys though how you can basically demolish this team. I know if you don't have opals, like I have opals on my squad right now, that doesn't really matter. You can do this with any player whatsoever, trust me, as long as they meet the requirements, which we're going to talk about once we get into this game. Okay guys, so it's very simple. Before we get into actually how to run the play, you do need 2 things. Number 1, you kind of want to have, or number 2, 1 and 2, you want to have 2 slashers. 2 guys that can cut to the rim and that have a pretty good driving dunk. You got to have that, because you guys will see in a second why. Now it doesn't matter who they are. You know, there are some great budget options out there that can dunk pretty well. All you got to do though is have 2 slashers. In my opinion, bro, it is very important. Also have a big, you know, for example, I have Bill Russell right now. He could actually post up pretty well. Have a big that can post up and fade away with the basketball. That is also pretty important as well. But let me show you guys how to run this play. Obviously, you can't run it straight up. I know a lot of people click on the D-pad trying to find the play. That's not how you run quick through STS if you guys still are unaware of that. What you got to do is, once I get possession here, I'll show you guys really quickly. So we get the rebound. You got to pause the game. You go over here into game plan, go into offensive settings, scroll down to play selection. Once you get over here, you guys will see all these play selections on the right side of your screen. You got to click pass and screen away, and then scroll all the way down, and you guys will see quick through STS right here. All you want to do is click it. You guys can see how the play, you know, works out. There's a lot of different combinations you could use with this play. Obviously, you guys know the original one. You guys know the one you're looking for. Once you have it equipped, you want to give the ball to your main slasher on the team, or the guy you're going to be scoring with, which is in my case Zach LaVine for here. Click L1 to pull up the plays. Click L1 again to activate it. Then you guys will see it kind of tells you to pass right there. Zach LaVine will just cut to the rim and you'll get the easy dunk, and that literally works every single time. There isn't a time where that play does not work for you. Now, in a case where it might not, because you have like a crazy good defender on you, which, you know, it's a possible thing to happen. You know, sometimes the play will not work out. There is another option to actually use, to actually, you know, go crazy with. So I'm going to show you guys that really quickly as well. Okay, guys, even Ron Harper right here, you guys see him. I press L1. You guys will see this playlist pop up. I press L1 again. Now, you don't want to really do it when you're, you know, matched up against Magic, but it is what it is. It will still work. I pass to LaVine. Ron Harper cuts. Easy dunk. Now, Magic almost caught up there, but it's all good. You're gonna most likely get that dunk. Just make sure they can dunk. If they have to lay it up, they might get blocked. You never know. So just make sure that the player you're doing with is a good dunker. You want to make sure of that. And yeah, it's pretty much it for that type of play. But there is one more thing you could do with the quick through STS play. I'm gonna show you guys that really quickly as well. And yeah, so guys, let's just say, you know, it doesn't really work out. Let's just say you try to run the play, you know what I'm saying, you give it over here and T-Mac's not open. Now I know he's open right here, but let's just say he wasn't open. You guys will see Bill Russell cutting to the basket, kind of setting the screen. You guys will see Melo. You got the easy post up, and all you got to do is just fade away and green that shot. Now it is a little bit weird, you know, sometimes it's Melo, sometimes it's your center, sometimes it's your power forward cutting. It usually is your power forward, and I forgot Melo was at my power forward position for some reason. But whoever your power forward is, man, make sure you know their release pretty well, just in case that happens to you and you need to pull up, you know, a jumper with them, because sometimes, you know, the cut might not be open and you could just dish it to your power forward and just get that easy fadeaway. Once again, I have Ron Harper. I'm going to pass to Ron Harper this time. I see Zach LaVine. I see Melo. I see Bill Russell with the motions. Look at Zach LaVine come back out, and that's an easy fadeaway green. Now, obviously, it's not going to work on all difficulties unless you really know the guy's release. You know, on Hall of Fame, that play right there might not work, but the cut will always be there. The main portion of this video is the cut. No matter how you play defense, if you get a couple of stops here and there, which you will because all teams miss open shots, if you're really struggling and you just run that same play every single time, I know it's going to get boring, but I mean, these are offline challenges. They are pretty much, you know, meant to be boring. They're not meant to be fun in any way whatsoever. If you keep running this play right here, you guys will see it once again right here on your screen. If you keep running that, you will score a bucket almost every single time. If you can't run the cut, then obviously run the other two options that I gave you guys. Honestly, bro, the best and easiest way to score in this game in these offline challenges. So yeah, guys, the key basically is, even though you can't play defense sometimes, you know, sometimes it's hard to, you know, defend against these Opals. Whatever the case may be, the best defense, or the first line of defense, is always offense if you really think about it. Because if you score every single possession, no matter how many times the opposing team scores, they're not going to catch up to you no matter what happens, no matter what they do. If you score every possession, you will win every game. And with this play, you are basically able to score every single possession. If you miss one or two here, I mean, it is what it is. But take advantage of it. Take your time. Stay patient. And don't rush through it. You can take your time on the play. You know, no rush. Keep your eye on the shot clock. And honestly, bro, just grind through these challenges this way. And I mean, guys, like I said before, man, there is no need to do these, you know, plays for every single difficulty. If you're on rookie or pro difficulty, literally every shot goes in that's open. So just take like random shots. It does not matter. Even on all-star difficulty, it is pretty easy to get buckets without even running this play. As you guys can see right here, like, I'm not running this play. I'll still beat this team by like 20 plus if I actually put my, you know, foot on the pedal. But all I can tell you guys, man, use this to your advantage. If you're really struggling, then this is something you could definitely use. Obviously, if you're good at the game, if you're really good and you know what you're doing, you know how to move the ball, you know how to create offensive possessions and offensive plays, then you won't need this play at all. But at the same time, if you're somebody that struggles and you want to get these free pink diamonds, because I know a lot of budget ballers do want to get them, honestly, this is the way to do it. It is the easiest way to do it, in my opinion. And at the same time, you know, you might not have the best cards in the game at the moment, and you're trying to get these pink diamonds, and boom, use this way of playing the game. if you're struggling, and bam, all of a sudden you have all these pink diamonds, which will be perfect for your team. So definitely give it a go, man. One of my most recommended tips, Quick Thru Sts is a lifesaver for these offline challenges. Even for me, somebody like me, which I don't usually use Quick Thru Sts, once in a while I'll always have it equipped just in case. I'll always do the, you know, the offensive game plan. By the way, you have to do this every game. Like every game you have to start by going into offensive settings and setting up the play. I know it sucks, but you got to do it. Trust me, if you don't, it will just reset. But one thing I can tell you, even me, somebody who pretty much dominates these teams offline, I mean, it's really not that hard. You know, sometimes when they get close and I really need a bucket or I've missed a couple possessions in a row, I just go to Quick Thru Sts, and I'm telling you, bro, it is a guaranteed bucket. You can't go wrong with it. Always have it in the back of your head. It is something to fall back on if you're, you know, good at the game, and it's something that can help propel you through these challenges if you're kind of bad at the game. And guys, obviously, if you don't have the MT to pick up a great card, I'm pretty sure you have some in your collection to do this play with. All you need is an 80 driving dunk on one of the players that you're going to be using to actually drive into the rim with. Now, obviously, I have Zach LaVine, who has a 99 driving dunk, which is, you know, a little bit more than an 80, but it really doesn't matter what the driving dunk is. As long as it's over an 80, you should be good, man, and it will just open up for that easy gem for you. Make sure that is a key component. You got to have over an 80, I believe, or over like a 75, something like that. Just make sure they can dunk. That's all you really got to know. Try them out in freestyle. Do what you got to do. Just make sure they can throw the ball down. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this pretty simple tutorial on how to win these games. Yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. I know it was a very quick one. You guys might have known these tips already, but I know a lot of you guys, you know, might have not known how to set up Quick Thru Sts. Some of you guys didn't even know about Quick Thru Sts, I'm gonna guess. All I know is, man, definitely use it to your advantage when you need to. Obviously, if you're on a fast break, you don't want to run it. Run it only when the defense sets up in their position. Honestly, bro, it is a great way to, you know, run through these challenges with pretty much ease. A lot of people did this, a lot of people still do this, and honestly, it is the best way to do it. Definitely give it a go. Let me know if you guys need any help in the comment section down below with anything. If you have any questions, let me know down below. I'll try to respond to every single one of you guys, as always. Honestly, let me know what challenge you're on as well. I'm only on my 3rd team right here, but I haven't really been grinding through it. I've kind of just been doing a 2-team per day pace, which is pretty fine with me. To be honest, I'll have this card in 2 weeks, which is perfect in my opinion. But let me know what you guys are on, what team you're on. Let me know if this helped you out. Leave a like down below if it did help you out. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one, man. I love you. Thank you for all the support. I'll see you, like I said. Go ahead and win these challenges. Go ahead and get these, you know, free opals, this free Kobe. Do what you got to do. I'll see you, man. Peace.
Principal told me that I had potential. Yeah, he pull up, but he pull up in rental. You niggas don't know, you don't know none of my pain. Remember the days when I walked in the rain? I'm going way harder cause it's a new season. I do what I do and I got all my reasons. And when I win, I never feel like I won, cause everybody